Hey guys, it's me, your boy, generic anime YouTuber number 445, and today I have another pretty basic staple banger video for all of you to consume for your daily dose of entertainment. Disclaimer, I might sound a bit nasally because I have been sick for like 2 weeks now. I've tried postponing the recording of this video until I got better, but this shit just won't go away. So to hell with it, you get me with a cold for today's video. But like at least 3 of you probably know me for making questionable power scaling videos to say the least. But me being a very smart man had an incredible idea. Okay, I lied. I got this idea from my wonderful subscribers, which is you guys. But this idea was activating exchange on my own videos and flipping the script. What if instead of putting other franchises against Dragon Ball, I put Dragon Ball against other franchises? Insane, I know. I am actually pretty mad that I never thought about this idea before by myself, but I am an honest guy, so I would like to give a major shout out to my subscribers for giving me this idea in the first place. But first thing first, we have to set some limiters in place here. As I am sure all of you will understand, if we just grab all of the characters from Dragon Ball, there really is barely a universe in existence that could withstand that assault. So we are going to have to select an individual from the franchise who is more balanced and fair. This means no Gokus, Vegetas, Jirens, Freezas, even Piccolos for these types of videos. Now you guys already know who I chose for these videos from the thumbnail and the title I will probably give these types of videos. But I have not decided yet at this point in time. Right now I am still weighing my options on who to pick. I thought about using Hercule for a bit since he is a very powerful guy by normal human standards, but I ultimately did not choose him because I think he is generally just too weak for a lot of these franchises to really be able to achieve much. I also thought about using Chaozu for these videos, but then I realized we have really barely seen Chaozu do anything at all in terms of fighting, so I did opt out of using him as well. Ultimately, my decision fell on Yamcha. Yamcha is, if you ignore the Hercules, the Videls, the Chaozus, the Yajirobis, pretty much the weakest out of the Z fighters, purely stat-wise. Using him does provide a lot of the other franchises with a handicap of sorts that makes things a lot more fair and interesting for the sake of discussion. So to start things off, I thought it would be a pretty good idea to do a rough calculation on Yamcha's power level with the information we have available to us. Thanks to chapter 218 of the manga, we know that Yamcha had a power level of 177 before Nappa and Vegeta would arrive on Earth. And thanks to the Daisenshu 7, we know that during the fight against the Saiyans, Yamcha had a power level of 1480. This means that at this point, Yamcha could be looked upon as a planetary level fighter. Remember, Roshi destroyed the moon with his full power state at a power level of 280. And if we assume the ratio between the moon and Earth in Dragon Ball is the same ratio as our own Earth, which is roughly 1:4, one would need an estimated power level of about 1120 to do at least serious damage to the Earth. Yamcha at this moment in the series has passed that threshold. The next, and if my memory serves me correctly, the only other actual power level reading we have of Yamcha is from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, where Yamcha is stated to be at a power level between 12,000 and 33,000 during the Android saga of Dragon Ball Z. So for the sake of this video, let's just take the average of those two numbers, which would be a power level of 22,500. And the other real time we see Yamcha actually fight is during the Moro arc in Super, where he defends the Earth from the escaped galactic prisoners. We do not have an official power level statement from this saga, but we do know Yamcha had picked up his training again with Gohan and Piccolo. So we do know he must have gotten stronger. Personally, I would put him at about 60,000 at that point, probably. And that is probably being a bit generous too. I think people will scoff at that number because they think it's too low. But keep in mind that this means Yamcha could destroy the Ginyu Force with Captain Ginyu being the sole exception. 60,000 is a very proper power level for Yamcha during the Moro arc if you ask me, but do let me know what you guys would estimate him to be during that fight. But there you have it. We are going to be putting Yamcha with a power level of 60,000 against other franchises to see if he could defeat them or not. And for today's video, I have chosen One Piece to face the Yamcha Gauntlet. Let's begin. Now, It's time to piss off One Piece fans once again. This really is starting to look like one of my favorite hobbies, isn't it? But in my humble opinion, Yamcha would bend over the entire cast of One Piece and give them the premium Fleece Johnson experience.
I came looking for booty. No, I ain't come looking for no little bars. I ain't got no milk, no cookies, nothing. I came looking for man's butt.
A man's butt? Excuse me?
Now, I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
Okay, cut. This isn't working. Someone get this guy out.
Don't make me ruin that butt,
No,
Chris.
please.
I'm a warrior.
One Piece fans just need to come to terms with the fact that not a single character in their entire franchise is capable of just blowing up the planet. And before you all start pissing and whining, let's look at the whole Whitebeard shook the planet bit. During the Marineford arc, Whitebeard is seen shaking the Marineford and the surrounding ocean, which looks very, very cool by the way. But I'm a bit hesitant to just consider this as him being able to destroy the planet. I think he can do some serious damage to even continents, but I am not sure if he could just break the earth with his shockwaves. If we were to play around a bit and look at this in terms of power levels, Whitebeard would need a power level of about 8,000 to destroy the One Piece Earth. Now, how did I pull that number out of my ass, you ask? Well, the One Piece Earth is commonly speculated to be about 7 times larger than our own Earth. And if you remember, we previously stated that you would need a power level of about 1120 to destroy our own Earth. So by using my immaculate math skills, I multiplied 1120 by 7, which gave me a power level of 7,840, which I rounded up to 8,000 because I am a lazy piece of shit. But to put that into Dragon Ball terms, Whitebeard would have to be roughly as strong as 2 Nappas. Now, can I confirm these numbers are completely accurate? No, of course I can't. This is all simply speculation. But even if you say Blackbeard is at a power level of over 10,000, he still stands no chance against Yamcha whatsoever. And there is also the fact that Yamcha can just, you know, fly when Whitebeard starts putting it down and shaking the earth. I know that sounds silly at first, but think about it. It is a genuine counter to that. But aside from Whitebeard, I am sure a boatload of people will say that Luffy could beat him because, and I quote,
Gear 5 Luffy has Toon Force and can beat everything due to that.
And yeah, I can only give you one real answer to that. You know, fuck you. Luffy does not have Toon Force. He is not Mickey Mouse. He is not Donald Duck, and he is sadly not Jessica Rabbit. Luffy's design and style of movement and fighting when he is in Gear 5 is definitely inspired by the cartoons from Disney and DreamWorks and you name it. There's no doubt about that. But in the end, all his power is the ability to manipulate the user's body and environment in combination with his rubber body. Really, if anything, this form just allows Luffy to take Yamcha's physical hits better due to his rubber body. But in terms of damaging Yamcha, I doubt Luffy could do anything above maybe superficial damage. Just consider that Yamcha is faster than everyone in One Piece. Yamcha is stronger than everyone in One Piece. Yamcha is more durable than everyone in One Piece. And Yamcha can shoot death lasers from his arms. Like, just throwing that in there. Yamcha shits all over One Piece. You could use the argument that some of the female characters in One Piece could seduce him to drop his guard, but do keep in mind that modern Yamcha is much better with girls than the Yamcha from Dragon Ball was. And even if he does drop his guard, could they actually damage him fast enough and strong enough before he puts his guard back up in 0.1 seconds? In my humble, unprofessional opinion, there is just no way that the One Piece verse could beat modern day Yamcha. Just imagine Yamcha dropping from the battle bus being roughly 5 or 6 times stronger than Whitebeard. Plus, he can fly, he can punch mountains to dust, and as we previously said, he can shoot mega death rays from his hands. He is faster than a deadbeat dad going to the store for milk when asked to pay child support, and much more. Now, does this make One Piece weak? Hell no, it doesn't. It's just that Dragon Ball is ridiculously overpowered compared to other franchises. This is a known issue, honestly, and I believe it's Masako X who made the video. It's called something like Goku ruins other anime, I believe, and he just hits the nail on its head, because Dragon Ball being so out there in terms of power and abilities. Comparing it to other anime just is ridiculously unfair. But you know, even though One Piece is not my cup of tea, there is no doubt that the show is so loved for a very good reason. And I would recommend everyone to at least check it out to see if you like it as well. Just be sure to make enough room to watch the whole show, because it is going to take you quite a while to finish. Just keep in mind this is, I believe, at like 1080 episodes or something right now, so yeah, be sure to have a bit of free time. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think I underestimated One Piece, or did I maybe grossly overestimate Yamcha? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to enter a discussion of sorts, because this is the first time I'm doing a video like this. Well, I suppose not the true first time. I did a smaller type of video that's kind of similar to this a while back, but this is the first time I've like written it out and done some math and tried my best to create a what I believe to be realistic scenario for a power scaling video like this one. So I am very open to feedback, very open to criticism. I always want people to tell me if they think it is shit or not. The only way I can improve is if people call me out on my bullshit. So be sure to leave a comment and drop your thoughts down below, like the video, subscribe, you know, join the community, interact with us, and I will try my best to respond to the comments that I see. I can't say for sure that I can respond to every single one, but I will try my best. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's video. As per usual, like I do every video, I truly do appreciate every single viewer that takes the time out of the day to watch my content. Just being able to brighten you guys' weekend up with a little bit of entertainment makes me very happy to know that there's even a handful of people that enjoys what I make, right? And if you would like to see more of my content in the future, please consider clicking the subscribe button and turning on all notifications for my channel. I would also appreciate it if you would, you know, consider liking the video and maybe even watching another one of my videos, which is probably somewhere in the sidebar to your right, I believe. But work hard, study well, and eat and sleep plenty, and I will see you all again in the next video. Peace out.